Okay. The thing didn't load. There we go. Awesome. Greetings. My name is Griffinmuffin, the delicious and mythical one. Now there's an echo, which I'm gonna sort out because that is super fucking annoying. That's where it was. Wonderful. I've sorted that out. Now we can actually continue with the game itself. And the music just got really loud. Wow. Okay. One moment. Sorry. Let's turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Now I can concentrate and think about what I'm doing. Okay. Wonderful. Yes. As I said, my name is Griffinmuffin. I have not streamed in a very long time. I think it's close to 4 or 5 years. And I figured, yeah, it was time to get back into it. I have been waiting for Esoteric Ebb to come out for a very long time now. Been waiting for it for a very long time now, and I wasn't able to play it when it came out. Basically, I was just busy crunching for a con that I needed to get ready for, and I just didn't have time to play it. But now I have time, so it's time to do it. So let's get into it. New game. Now, for those who are joining, if you're not aware, Esoteric Ebb is basically if Disco Elysium and Dungeons and Dragons had a baby, and you can probably see that right now as we're creating our character. Now, just like traditional D&D fashion, you've got like the typical attribute distribution of strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Now, I think for this particular playthrough of this game, I want to appeal to, like, you know, what I like whenever I'm playing stuff. Like, I played Disco Elysium like 5 or 6 times, and one of my favorite playthroughs was doing the sort of the whole, like, connected to the world and being all wise and all that sort of stuff. So maybe let's just do a bit of wisdom. And I'm a cleric, like that's my main stat. So I might do proficient in wisdom. How many points have I got left? I've got those left. All right. I need some constitution. I think I need a little bit of charisma. Let's get that to 12. I'm going to keep my dex pretty low. Intelligence, let's keep that at 10. And then we're going to go for a lot of strength as the last bit. I reckon that's pretty well rounded. That's kind of the thing that I am going for. Let's have a quick check on things. Just see if everything's going okay. Oh, hello Shodan, thank you for joining. It seems I'll have to use this particular screen to see the chat, even though it says that I should be able to see it in OBS. I do not see it in OBS, which is frustrating. But yes, I'll just watch it through there. Okay, so I have one more proficiency to add. I'm proficient in wisdom. I feel like strength is the way to go. Yeah. Okay, and it kind of explains some things. Let's have a quick look. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in that slither of the land. Torn is lament, folk prayer. So strength is, you know, if you've played D&D or anything like that before, you know what strength is responsible for. Become a zealot. Regain your honor. Set out on your divine mission. What does dexterity do? It is that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you. To grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good, to progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one else will. And then constitution, follow it, retain the mortality of fleshy logic, simple, easy, truthful. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Oh, I love that one. It is your belief in your heart of all folk to give and share what you have, and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will, like a chameleon. Become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. Oh, I love that one. And we got some stuff down here. Punching background focus. Oh. Dead cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Earth Guard, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? Punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you. Sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Okay, so there's... Oh, no, is there another one? Kiosk kid. Your mom, wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Law enthusiast. Spending the time alone in the city, you often ended up in the Darwin Library. The strange history of Jaw's realm was a constant companion to you. I like the idea of that one, to get a little bit of extra intelligence where I don't have it, and a little bit to bump up my wisdom, so yeah. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them. The boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. I think out of all of them, I'm going to go with either law enthusiast or dead cleric. Dead cleric, you just get, more wisdom, and that's about it. But law enthusiast, I like the idea of a little bit more intelligence to start going around. So, here we go. Yes, hello there, Dragon Tier Leather. Good to see you. Welcome. And it is night over here, yes. A very cold night here in Melbourne. A slow cleric, lost in the hustle. One with incredibly deep esoteric insight. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. And remember to love everyone no matter what. So that is different because of what I picked. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 6. What? I missed that part. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. And only 8 decks. Don't try to steal anything. That's my cantrip. Oh no, I think it's just saying that's a spell I have. I just have to ask. Griffin Muffin. Yep, that's the name I picked all those years ago for my YouTube channel. I don't know. It was just, I like griffins, I like muffins. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yes, yeah, definitely where you are, Showdown would be quite cold. I've got this nice hoodie on it for the moment. Alright. Got a blobby thing. Oh, do I click it? Shit. Jaw, truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Ragan. Your name is Ragan. Ragan? Doesn't sound right. Of course not, for you are the cleric. The cleric? I like that. You are often referred to as cleric. So my name is... Yes, speak it. Cleric. If your name is what they call you, that is it. Could be worse. You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? As if it matters. What's an occupation in this context? Work, getting paid for labor. Didn't you have a job? Something really important. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. Class? What class am I? Upper class. You are a city cleric, nothing more. And awful at everything. I'm awful at everything. Brutal, but true. But how do you make... They must be very savory muffins if they're made from griffins. I hope you plucked the feathers out before you did that. Jaw, it takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop, and most importantly, for what nefarious purpose. The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. Wait, the tea shop exploded? Unfortunately, yes. That's not good, I like tea shops. They are lovely, yes. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There is a question to be answered. Your goal is... Why all these questions? No clue, but you should keep them talking. It's been silent here for far too long. To find the Goblin Chieftain? Is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. The National Party of Norvik, of course. If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalists. Now, I actually did play the demo very long time ago, and I know what the Asgalists are all about, and I do like them. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. Don't be so self-absorbed. You are a social creature defined by what you give. The Free Striders, maybe? Then again, you're not a revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting. That's a good point, Dragon. Muffins for Griffins. I think that's where we're... Yeah. Yeah, someone should get on that. Yeah, I'm just gonna say one with the Asgalists. Life is a struggle to alleviate oppression. The exiles know this well. You have supported them in the past. Time to do so again. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Following your convictions. Same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. I fell into divinity. She took me whole. By the way, the soundtrack for this game is on Spotify, and I actually listened to it for like a quick minute, and it's really nice. Ah, it's so lovely. Now, I remember when I managed to play the demo, all those, it must have been ages ago, like last year, but I remember thinking to myself, like, I definitely needed to play this when it came out, and I'm happy it's here. Nice. There we go. Oh, I don't remember that being there before. Oh, it ran off. What was that, like a giant lobster? Oh, I do remember this. Such an interesting art style for this game as well. Okay. Yep. Day 1, March 22nd. Oh, hello. A fresh start. Your heartbeat is loud, screaming. Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you slept for days. ready for your glorious quest to continue. Well, that's a quest, a task performed by a heroic individual or professional adventurer. Check your stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic, sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake, tears begin to form. Yeah, I always appreciate games that manage to capture a very inviting aesthetic over realistic graphics. I never really find myself jumping into any games and going, wow, this is super realistic and amazing. But games that, like Disco Elysium, for example, had its own art style, and it's very hard to replicate. And this game, for example, has its own thing. And I don't know, anything that's bespoke for a video game for its art style and graphics, to me, is more important. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. A circular stone chamber, a storage for apples and corpses. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of the River Torna, home of Jaws Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network and water lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascany. You are on Tolstad right now. Well, River Torna, the second longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascany in half. Wait, what's this about a quest? Woo! Oh yes, a quest! You're on a quest to save the city. Earth be blessed. Earth is, your god. Save the city? Yes, save it from the jaws of democracy. Democracy, said to originate from early Arcane-era civilizations in Old Dimenor. It is the rule of the majority. Those with suffrage may vote to enable their preferred government. A truly messy and ineffective process. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given to you yesterday. Remember? The tea shop. The tea shop? Yep, the tea shop that blew up. It'll be a tough one. Might take days. Just a job. So, I've done this before. You haven't really. Your previous experience lies more in basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years in the towers, at the towers. Earthguard, the heroes of Norvik, keepers of the city law, defenders of humanity, your brothers. Rogue sorcery is not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. They are not too common these days. However, this incident does not appear overly complex. What do I say? So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. So it's definitely following in the vein of Disco Elysium by having that set amount of days to get stuff done, which I reckon is... I love Disco Elysium, so seeing... of course, this game, it's going to be its own thing, but it is a nice fuzzy feeling to play a game that reminds me of Disco Elysium, so... There's that feeling again. The feeling you're about to enter a path from which there is no way back. No way back? That doesn't sound too good. Good or bad, you won't know until you've reached the end. That's very ominous. Oh no. You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. I am so very confused. One step at a time. Alrighty. Now we can move around. What do we got here? Trifle. Engage. Behold! It's a corpse under a blanket. Trifle. What do we got? Crowns. An apple. And engage. You stare at the blue rag. It's draped over it's draped over the outline of someone. So you can't sleep down here. No response. He's too still to be alive. Sir, please don't ignore me. Silent treatment, huh? Funny. If you wish to commune with the corpse in any meaningful way, I suggest Speak with Dead. Speak with Dead, a third-level necromantic spell, allows you to animate a spirit into a corpse and have it answer 5 questions, as long as that corpse retains a suitable vessel. That mainly boils down to still having some sort of mouth, including a functioning jaw. No breathing, no movements, nothing. Oh, he's dead. No shit. Actually check under the rag. Underneath you find a cold corpse of a human. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Yeah, this guy still looks fresh, like he could just sit up and talk to you. The DC, difficulty class, of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. If you select dice choice and then roll a 20-sided die, if you get the same or higher than the DC, then you succeed on that roll. Alright, wonderful. Oh, it's a pretty low DC, and only have +1 to the roll. Let's do it. Nat 20, first roll. There's something strange here. There is no gentle repose. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Cause of death appears to be not directly visible. No blunt trauma either. Ooh, I gained XP. Considering his age and shape of his body, this man most likely died of a common disease or internal failure. That's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you're gonna get. Except... what? There's also a marking on the right leg, a circle with a cross inside it. 300 pieces added. You recall that this is a marking of PR, potential revivification. Oh right, this guy can be revived? Seems so. He most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, a revive fund. What is this? A type of life insurance. Monthly payments are made into an account that can be used to pay for the resurrection of the fallen older, given they're under the age of 75 on the human scale. That would be an interesting thing to like introduce to like any sort of D&D campaign. Like your players have to like pay a certain amount of money like every few weeks to like some sort of individual that can resurrect them if they die. And that's what the whole adventuring gig is all about. Or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow. Who knows? Fair enough. You cover up the corpse once more. So I could cast Revivify on this guy. Potentially, yes. Although the question is more akin to, why should you? A 3rd level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste on some blue-collar corpse? That's terrible. If you can, always save a life or bring it back. That is always the right choice. Of course it isn't. Ignoring the fact you cannot simply spend your power on any old fool. There are a million outcomes to a resurrection that could lead to a negative outcome in the world. What does it say? Resurrection, the act of returning a dead. There are many spells to do this, from weak Revivify to the legendary True Resurrection. Despite your good intentions. Good intentions build a better world. Perhaps if in your foolish alignment system, but not in reality. Oh, this game has alignment? Alignment, an esoteric effect which brands each creature on the coast with one of 9 labels on 2 axes, lawful to chaotic and good to evil. It is debated exactly who or what defines the parameters within this effect. Spells like Detect Alignment are capable of passing this effect. Well, one of my main hobbies is playing tabletop RPGs, and one of the things that I consider is quite an anathema for the hobby is the alignment system. Although, if you break it down, the alignment system's not there, well, was originally not there to act as a type of thing to, put your character into philosophical categories. It was a thing that acted as a type of thing to say, what team are you on? So back in advanced D&D and 3rd edition days, the system of alignment was more to categorize based on what team are creatures on. Alright. It's okay to loot him, right? Yeah. As long as he doesn't wake up or anything. If you can suffer the loss of moral integrity. Not like the guy will complain, but don't go around talking about it too loud, okay? It would be dishonorable. Only take that which you need for the quest. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even in these enlightened times. Either way, you will not get into any trouble. No one will know. I should stop bothering the corpse. I'm gonna move on. Ooh, what's in here? Trifle! Let's have a look around. Oh, hey, wait, what's that? A sealed vase. It's marked as organ disposal. Oh, what's this? Trifle! Tattered cloak. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. It is light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. An Earthguard cloak, add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Wring out the water. A filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. It's still quite wet. Should I wear this? No? A rogue would wear it, that's for sure, so... Oh... But I'm not a rogue? Sorry, the word I am not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. So pedantic. So unrefined. Shut up. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside, into the extra-dimensional space, with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you are very lucky. These are like 1,000,000 crowns on the market. This kind of magic can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is the property of the state, treated as such. Equipping items temporarily alters your ability scores. Alright. There we go. Where can we put this? Here. Yep. Smashing! Trifle. Garden apple. I gotta eat. I have to eat. Oh, I have a whole bunch of HP I need to get. Behold! A very important piece of paper. Voting card? -1 intelligence? Why would I equip that? What? A scuffed voting card made out to Ragan Hemlin. So my name is Ragan. Okay. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. Oh. You pick up the surprising thick piece of paper with shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. It says at the top, Rostcourt, in big, bold lettering. You've unlocked the quest branch. Find more by speaking to the citizens around Norvik. Oh, right. There's an election? Oh, I clicked the wrong one. After you pick it up at a district office, you only need to check the box of one of the 5 parties. Then you deliver it on election day to a polling office. Although in your case, you'd need to write the name of the party you want in the corner, along with a signature, since you filed out every box like an idiot. This is your one vote. You should indeed take care of it. Look at the list of parties. Nationalist, Party of Norvik. Freestrider. Oh, I forgot to... Actually, we can still do it now. Party of Norvik, the inheritors of Earth's will. A theocratic organization founded to uphold the old ways. Headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. Gross. Oh, let's go to Freestrider. Freestrider, the new way. People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Are the Freestriders supposed to be the ultra-liberals? Maybe. Next is the Asgalist. Asgalist, the workers who built this city want to rule it. Seems only just. Their vision is of a fair and even society, where those who live underneath rise up to show their worth. After all, why can't we share? Damn straight. Constitution. Agrarian Rule Party. Those who live off the earth, simple farmers, people of the land, the common clay of Ascany fields. Their political movement has mostly been swallowed by the Ascalists. Okay, yeah, alright. The Arcanist, Party of Magic. The Majorcrats who ruled pre-Coast War human civilizations in Old Dimenor, as a very minor political party in Norvik. And finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input anything whatever you want, or just leave it empty for a null vote. The box next to each party is filled in with a smudge checkmark, including the last empty one. Are these all the parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Most have been subsumed over the last few years, such as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union, Order of the Scales, Hedonist Party, and the various guild parties. The Agrarians and Arcanists are the only ones who have not joined a larger party or fallen aside. Good to know. Alright. Oh, something over here. Behold, divine scripture where it does not belong. Shield of Faith! Woo! What have I got here? You stare at a pile of apples. These apples are not in pristine condition. Whose apples are these? Not yours. The only apple farm in Norvik would be the Goblin Garden. These apples are the property of the HBWT. Should these be stored alongside corpses? No, it's a health hazard. Of course not, it's nasty. Could I eat my way through this pile of apples? You can certainly try. It's not really a question of could. It is a question of, do you have the time? You are not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death. Oh, Billy checks roll a d20 with your modifier. Oh, it's just doing that. That's a lot of apple. Yes. Beware. Remove the bad apples first. Your hands swipe over the surface of apples, carefully plucking away any signs of spoilage. And I lowered the DC because I got rid of the bad apples. So, let's go. Woo! You look upon this challenge with determination. Your stomach is empty. Dig in. Digging in, the first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth so far. Another one! Number 2 goes well. You chew it in peace. Now the third. Yep, that sure was an apple. Going smooth so far. Next one! This one was harder. Your stomach fights the taste. It's getting difficult. One more should be fine. This is the limit. As you chow down on the apple, you feel your jaw ache, your hands shake. Apple overdose. Dangerous stuff. No such thing. Come on. You feel refreshed, for a moment at least. Yeah, true. Yeah, especially like from my time playing Disco Elysium, you just never know when one option you check before some big roll is going to lower the DC in some way. The pile of apples towers over you still. You've barely made a dent. Yes, eat the apple, apple boy. Feel sick. As you feel sick, you see something sticking out of the apple, a pile of apples. A piece of paper? No. Woo! Another spell! Ah, the scroll is just a simple cantrip. Oh well. You quickly memorize the scroll, consuming it in your psyche, as you always do. Some people at the towers used to fear your innate power to master magic like that. What's this mean? The towers, the home base of the Order of Arcane Clerics of Norvik, also known as AOCN. Which is understandable. It's pretty terrifying. Cantrips are spells that can be cast at will outside of dialogues. They do not consume any spell slots. You can access your cantrips in the bottom right. Very cool! Yeah, there we go. So I've got dancing lights now. So, Dragon, have you played Esoteric Ebb before? Or Disco Elysium. Shrine of Earth. The ruins fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded, this monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotting apples. A sacred shrine left in this state is an insult to Earth and all of its people. Indeed. Yet you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. Yeah, just like Disco Elysium for me, that game changed my life. It not just like did it like kind of crystallize and cement a new way to see the world, but it was just unlike any other RPG I've ever played. As I've said, I've played it 6 times. I have like 150 hours on that game. I did like a normal playthrough, just like, just played it and was like, oh well, this is great. Second time, like, oh, I'm gonna do the more kind of the one I really wanted to go for, which was more the superstar playthrough. And then when I was doing YouTube videos back in the day, I did my initial Disco Elysium video, and I was like, yeah, that was good. And then they released the update with the political quests, the political vision quests, and I did every single one of them. The fascist one, ultra-liberal, the moralist one, and finally the communist one. And yeah, it was quite the ride. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth's dream afloat. The city is lost, but is not yet lost. This is giving me a headache. Politics is exhausting. Remove the apples. It does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples away from the front of the shrine. A small improvement, but big in the heart. Yeah, I think it also won Game of the Year in I can't remember which year it won, but like obviously it caused a stir because when they accepted their reward, they thanked Karl Marx during the acceptance speech, and I remember watching that video, and there's like that 2 to 3 seconds of people going, "Do we clap?" These old things are still around, huh? A remnant of blindness and decay. Are these rare? No. You will find shrines like this all over Jorvik. Can I pray here? To what exactly? To Earth, of course. There are many gods listening to your prayers, always. Just remember that they might not respond so clearly. So I can pray to some random god. You may pray as you wish. There is an internal element to it that is underappreciated. Kneel. The shrine towers over you. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Ah, so this is like, I think I forgot about this part. What gods are there? Many. You know a few. Asgal Ashmask. Asgal Ashmask was a dwarven god of exiles and egalitarianism. Oh, there's a big one. Asgal Ashmask, a dwarf of a low caste born deep in the Lechem Muraz tunnels. When he attained divinity in 443 AE, he crushed the kingdoms and formed the Asgal Folkhem Forge. On his death in 470 AE, a great civil war broke out, resulting in the exiling of all of his followers to the surface. But his influence was felt all around the undercoast and above, and his exiled dwarves spread Asgalism to all corners of Jor. His followers do not pray to him, for he is not seen as a god by most. A weakling who sacrificed his people for an unattainable, foolish dream. Though they are not parts of this tale, you cannot deny Though they are parts of his tale, you cannot deny are quite romantic. A lone man rising against impossible odds. No wonder his followers still rampage across Ascani. What is Ascani? Ascan, one of the 8 bands along the coast. It is cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani. Tokig the Gambler, a trickster, the type of god who only famous for his ridiculous ploys. Tokig the Gambler is often seen as a silly goblin myth. Tokig the Gambler, a trickster goblin who invited the tribes of Ascani during the Divine Era, most famous for cutting off his right hand to fulfill a prophecy. In truth, there are few goblins who still worship him after the conquest. Praying to Tokig would, if for some reason you would get a response, only result in the exact opposite of whatever you wanted. Okay. And finally, Earth. You've devoted your life to follow in his footsteps. So you are? Alright. Wait, I can't heal here? Through divine assurance or something? Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries. Do you think they care? If you want healing, you have to do it yourself. With the power channeled through Earth? Yes. Come on, is it really channeled? The guy's dead, faded, gone. You're most likely simply handling some esoteric leftovers smudged on the strings. Esoteric, the magic of Jaw and his strings. The coast is infused with it. Very cool. So the magic system is, I'm guessing, a dead god sort of deal? Of course you can heal here, but only if you pray hard enough. Oh. I do have a pretty decent wisdom. Let's go for it. Oh no. What does this mean? You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye. You recite a few words of remembrance before you sense the channeled strings around the shrine. They converge upon you. Uh-oh. Manju! Huh. That was something. Sure is, but you sense that there is something you've missed. What were those words? The ones you learned at the towers? Oh. Okay, so it's something... Okay. Gotcha. I'll try praying now. Staring at the chiseled moment, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer. And... tranquility. Contemplate the tea shop. You let your mind go through the basics of what you know. The tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor injuries were reported. Your goal is to enter the tea shop and investigate it properly. That is it. So, in the demo, you don't get to enter the tea shop. Like, you get to explore everything else around in Norvik, but you couldn't actually enter the tea shop. Contemplate your class. Identity is not easy. It's everything from faction to home life to street. What you choose might be a first step. Choose wisely. Can I return here when I have more things to think about? Always. I finished my prayer. You do so. I'm done here. Alrighty. Let's go. Oh, let's talk to Disco. What's this guy all about? Behold! A guy. He looks indecisive. Engage. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dry face. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Identify yourself, citizen. His glassy dark eyes just stare forward into nothing. This is a reanimated corpse. Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. I found this voting card over there. Is this yours? The zombie does not even grunt in your direction. He just keeps working slowly. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. We need to establish an Asgalist government. It's the only way for us average peasants to not fall back into the oppression of feudalism, or worse, majocracy. A government with heart. Oh, you have become an Asgalist. Gained 10 XP for choosing this political stance 2 times. Yeah. Wow, okay, what else am I going to be saying? Okay. A true working class revolution is clearly needed. Cooperative ownership of the guilds is the first step, just like Earth established with Norvikian collectivized agriculture. The social democratic model of the dwarves is ingenious, just balanced enough to work with our human dwarven majority populace. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. The fleshy ball plank does not respond or counter your words. Am I boring you? The zombie carefully places another apple on top of the pile. He does not have an opinion of any kind. Should I defeat this zombie? Yes, it is only just. Undead are not to be allowed in Norvik. What's he doing? The zombie has attempted to clear a path for the apple pile. He's probably been at it for a very long time. So, I can't get past him because he's there. I don't want to attack him though, that seems kind of cruel. A great mountain of apples! Alright, what else have I got here? Can I highlight things? Yeah, I can highlight things. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the zombie alone. I know there's like stuff behind him, because I did attack him in the demo, but I don't want to do that this time. Let's go. I finally made my way out. Whoop. Viskin's Lair, up at Tolstad. Oh, hello, sir. Who are you? Oh, it gives them the stat block and a bunch of Elder Thufak. Oh, no, that's not... Is that No, it's not Elder Thufak. I think that's just like... Because I could see a few symbols that aren't strictly Elder Thufak. There's one in there that like... Oh, that might be Fehu. That one there. Maybe it's Elder Thufak. I mean, like... It probably is. Most people recognize Elder Thufak at the... if they see it. Yeah, so... but it's in gibberish. I think that's what it's meant to... meant to communicate. Okay. I was trying to... Yeah, cool. Intelligence Behold? What's this do? Oh, hello. Oh, I did stuff. Oh, it reveals things. Oh, that's really cool. Human, reads folk, Viskin, local mortician. I don't know his stats. A pale man handles corpses in a basement. A typical self-employed city contractor. So, can I do that anymore? I need a break. Okay, cool. That's exactly it. Because there's the Elder one, which is like the one that like everyone kind of refers to as like Viking runes. And then you have Younger, and then you have the Anglo-Saxon kind of I don't know how it's pronounced. I've just seen it spelled like Futhorc, which, you know, I would assume is just like you pronounce it as Thufork. And yeah, I can't remember the others at the top of my head right now, but there are many different runic systems for the Norse. Yep, so I've done that. I can't trifle with him. I'll engage with him. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. Sorry, it's water time. Alright. A great perch. What? Great perch, the drake-like sea creature found along the River Torna. Earth was known to tame these creatures, and eventually the great perch became the bot of his great city. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't even really aware of the regional ones, but that would be pretty interesting to look at. That is the great perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I'm Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, Cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you, yet his eyes say something else. I have a lot of questions. Perfectly understandable. I'm afraid to say you've been been through quite the turmoil, Cleric. Tell me everything. Of course, it must be confusing. To tell you the truth, some fishermen brought you here last night. They'd caught you in their net, took you for a corpse. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. Fair. How did I end up in the river? Not a river. Oh, I even said that wrong. Not a river, the river. I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad? There are 7 bridges over River Torna, connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. I would never fall. It must have been an assassination attempt. How awful! His uncaring tone speaks against his words. Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. I do not ask for their names, sorry. But perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess. Water Lane, the largest trade port in Norvik, located in a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad, is so-called marvel of dwarven engineering. That's the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges, considered as one of the great crafted wonders of the world. So I am in fact alive. The pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. Who were these fishermen? River guilders, I believe. They did not look like poachers, so my guess would be that. I have other questions, I think. Do you now? Ooh, here we go. Oh, DC 31. There's a zombie downstairs. Figure out what's weird about this guy. Ah. There's a zombie in your basement. Oh, how quaint. No, an undead abomination right below. I understand. We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. However, I will take this up with with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. Oh, so it's all a misunderstanding then. Good. Oh wow, I failed that one. That sucks. Wait, no, I don't actually believe you. What do you mean, Cleric? He must be punished. I don't want to attack him. The zombie is clearly working for you. That is illegal. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to this undead creature entering the tower. I'm sure I will make sure to tighten up security in the future. No, you're... Ust! We will do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. What? Hello? The kobold gives you a screeched yell. Yes, master! I will also make sure to report this to both the Alright, we finally get to find out. HWBT and the militia. HWBT, the Halfway Bridge Tribe. Commonly called the Halfways, one of the 3 goblin tribes in Norvik, and arguably the most influential despite their small size, led by Lady Miska Sageleaf with their headquarters in the Goblin Garden on Tolstad. I'm trying to say you need to pay for your... Of course, I'll be sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. PCG, Pest Control Guild. If there is anything unbecoming about my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going! Thank you very much for your service, Cleric. It is because of great men like you that the city still stands. I'm sure a good word for to your patriarch will ensure a promotion of some kind as well, especially with this great work you're doing with the tea shop and this... Make him quiet! Ooh, I've got better strength, but it's a higher DC. Let's do it. Yes! You feel a red veil cover your vision. Muscles clenching. You know what to do. Slam your fist into the stone desk. No! Before the pale man gets another word, your gloved fist hits the stone slab desk with a loud thud. For the first time, you see a genuinely baffled expression appear on his face. Oh. It was gonna happen. Slowly lift your broken fist off the desk. Cleric? You've broken the law, Mortician. Oh, it's time to pay. Despite the pain, you feel like a real man. The pale man takes a deep breath. He reaches below his desk and brings forth a pouch. An isolated incident. It will not be repeated. I have been bribed! This feels like a bribe. This is a bribe, isn't it? Of course not, Cleric. As a city cleric, you obviously have the ability to accept Dag's Bolter on behalf of Norvik. Violation of the Burn Purge Code, Article 4, in singular violation cases, a Dag's Bolter of minor class is issued. In relation to the status of a Tolstad business owner, that'd be precisely 25 crowns. How does he know that? Well done. Justice has prevailed. Now that this issue is behind us, anything else you needed? Well, that's an impossible DC. I only have +2, even if I roll a nat. I could roll a nat 20 and succeed, but I'm pretty sure that locks me out of the roll going forward, so I don't want to lock myself out. I require assistance with some things. Of course, Cleric, anything for the city. I don't know where to go. I don't mean to tell you what to do, Cleric, but... There is a certain rumor that our local goblin chieftain is waiting for you. What rumor? Just common murmuring. Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden. Of course you've heard of her. Lady Sageleaf is quite famous. She leads one of the 3 goblin tribes exonerated by Earth after the conquest. Your name is spoken in both reverence... the name is spoken in both reverence and fear. They call her the Dragon of Tolstad. I'm not afraid of some goblin woman! The pale man stares at you for quite some time. I will offer you some advice, Cleric. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally, and a terrible foe. I would even go so far as to call her de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. A slither of genuine tone slips out. He has great respect for this dragon. Wait, this is a part of the job? Talking with some petty goblin queen? You may find her at the southern tip of Tolstad, the pale man says and keeps scribbling on the papers in front of you. So, what do you know about spell casting? Quite a bit. Seems wary on the subject. Can you teach me magic? A slight smirk creeps on his face. I sadly don't have the time for a proper lecture at this moment. After the election I could make time, if you're interested. Great knowledge awaits. Beware, his tutelage holds great evil. Yeah, I do wonder what this guy's all about. I'm suspecting he's a necromancer. Until then, you are free to browse my collection, he says, glancing at the many books on the western wall. And of course, here. He gave me Charm Person. A copy of Charm Person. It will surely be useful to you. A truly diabolical spell. The towers teach it only in the higher tier spellcasters, usually, despite its first level. That's a great shortcut to charming people, although you gotta be careful with the fallout, if you care about such things. How do I get more spells? 2 ways. You could spend a time learning them, drafting pages out of the Palace archives. The Palace, unofficial nickname for the current rulers of Norvik, named after the Palace district in which most central authority resides. Or the Great Library in the Towers, since you obviously would have access to that. However, I don't believe you have time for either of those options. So I would suggest the other route. What's that? Spell scrolls. Oh yeah, saw one downstairs. Yes, a piece of my collection. Oh. You are very much allowed to indulge, Cleric. I'm glad to assist the city in any way. He put them out for you. He put them out for you on purpose. Why? Now, Tolstad is filled with all kinds of strange caches, so you'll probably encounter more just by looking around. If you get your hands on a scroll, then just memorize it. Cantrips or spells, doesn't matter. I'm sure you're talented enough to memorize them on the spot. I sure am! He nods to you and goes back to his writing. That's all I have to ask you about regarding spellcasting. Very well. If you want to practice, feel free to cast on anything non-lethal on my servant, Ost. Wow, that's evil. Treating a servant like that is despicable. Sounds like good practice. I don't want to do that. In fact, it sounds quite awful. Fair enough. Just remember that spells are terribly useful when applied properly. That's all the help I need. Thanks. Great. Anything else you want to ask? No. I'm going to go now. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card? Not sure it's mine? Maybe? Possibly? The pale man ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says, and points across the chamber, and then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, Cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Beyond that, you should be good. Did I have any weapons on me? None, I'm afraid. They must be at the bottom of River Torna. Damn, you have to pick up something new. Maybe a warhammer? Good. You do not need arms in this city. You need heart. Got it. The pale man turns his face towards you and smiles. Unnatural. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, Cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. When exploring the city, you may move faster by running. To do so, you double-click or hold Shift and left trigger. Whoop! All right, let's have a look around. Ooh, what's this? Jaw left his mark across the bands. Today is the universal sign of magic, the red eye of Earth. Got another thing happening over here. Behold, your fate one day. Trifle, crowns, incense. Ooh, got something. Do not consume these sludgy liquids. That sounds like a challenge. Oh, something here. The stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. What have we got here? Behold, a tray of old incense. Some of it's still usable. I wonder what the incense is used for. Nope, too much reading. Esoteric books, so many books, basic manuals, arcanists, histories, novels. Some of them stand out to you as classics. It could be useful to refresh your mind. The books taunt you bookishly. I will turn back to that later. What have we got here? Behold, an open manual for esoteric geometry. You know this already. There's incense in there, apparently. Behold! What have we got? You flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. You can read these symbols, but they are in Old Draconic Dimenorian. Dimenorian, the common language of man, spread across the coast during the arcane era to become the lingua dominans in trade and politics. I didn't know that was a term, but I'm assuming that means dominant language. De verbis draconum ars occulta. The author's name appears to be Calum Dimenori, sorry. Can I try to read it? No. You have no idea what this means. Right. I need to get my hands on comprehend languages. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere? It's fairly common. Alright, so that's another thing to look out for. Can I... Human, no cause trouble. An unlocked chest full of strange rocks. Shard of Jaw. Okay, interesting. I wonder what they're used for. Got some other stuff over here. Mushrooms, probably edible. Nice. What have we got here? Looking inside, you find this pot to be empty. Most contain storage herbs or ashes. This one does not. The pot was recently emptied. You can still see remnants of dust at the bottom. There is fear. You must grow sturdier. You hedonistic fool. Pray the stomach dies and lets the mind work without its poisonous influence. Love it. One thing I will say is that it seems that, although in Disco Elysium the shards of the psyche kind of interact with each other at a few moments, the attributes in this game seem to be far more communicable amongst one another. They actually bounce off one another quite a lot, which is really, really cool. Have I got... Oh, that's the watch. I need that watch. Yay! +1 to intelligence. I'm going to put that there. Alright, I think I've gotten everything. Call out if you think I've missed something or want to see something, but I think I'm ready to move on. I mean, there's the pile of books over here that have all that stuff to do with the knowledge and they refresh my memory and stuff, but I kind of want to get to exploration. Oh, I could talk to the kobold. Wiggling in his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Oh shit, my spellbook, thank you. Even the small blade can fell a giant. Watch out for this one. Master say you behave. You're adorable. The kobold glares at you. Complete and utter annihilation. The aura of a conqueror, a killer. Your soul shudders. Avert your pathetic human gaze. The kobold looks at you with a cold expression, determined, confident. He is not glaring at you. That is just his default expression. A default expression of death! Thank you for your time. Alright, spellbook. Oh, yeah. Probably the big chunky one. Wait, is that? Ruined prayer book. Here we go. The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched in salt water. It's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the boggy, brackenish, papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some of the undecipherable symbols. Ascani writing, most of the basic kind. Wait. Oh no. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No! 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 This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have had to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. That'll cost a fortune. A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursions. You should have protected Earth's chants more carefully. What a disgrace. You protected his words well enough. The book is still salvageable. That is no excuse. A true man would have done better. A true person would recognize when life is unfair, and hold those below him in grace, not contempt. At least a good man would. Excuses. Repent by service. Go now. Onward on your quest. Take the prayer book. Yes, thank you for putting that out, Dragon. Yeah, from that on, I think everything's good to go. What do we got? Questing tree. Oh, hello there. This is... Yep, there's my political alignment there. Dragon, tea shop, election week. Some other stuff happening here. What's class conflict? You've declared yourself the Cleric of Norvik one single time. It's a grand title suitable for a true human cleric like yourself. So I can actually branch out into other classes? Oh, neat. Alright, so I've got some crowns. What's the incense do? Can be used to recover first spell slots. Shard of Jaw. Fits your hand nicely. Spend in dialogues to unlock dice checks. Ah, cool. Alright, I'm off. Voices upstairs. The smell of salt. Alright. I am having a good time so far. I really am. This is just my kind of game. I've been playing a lot of Valheim recently. I've gotten back into that. I love the survival games like that. And I love Vikings, so, you know, two things. Perfect. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I remember the Asgalists. Hello, friend. Hello, comrade. Let us speak of revolution. Around the amphitheater's scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgal, the fool. One of the dwarves stands to face you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oi, Mr. Cityman, he calls you out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. This dwarf gets extreme pleasure from telling you to fuck off like this. That's no way to greet a cleric of Norvik. Oh, is that so? Guessing I'm supposed to grovel? I feel like you're not going to. No need to, you see. You hear the other dwarfs laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. Wait, that must mean he's doing something highly illegal. Stop him! Nothing illegal, huh? We have the papers, nothing illegal at all. A half-truth. Simi and the boys. One of the older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know who you're talking to, child. This here be Alphos of Barn Emvers, a foreman in the Asgalist movement of Norvik. He's done more good than all of you Earthguard combined, a true speaker of Asgal. Damn, that's a lot of good. Simi exaggerates. He gives the older dwarf the stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy. Typical talking points. He grins. Just wanted to make that clear. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off. Unless you want to? You boys setting up a play or something? A play? He spits on the ground.
We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal.
He turns towards the orc.
And no one's going to stop it.
You hear laughing coming across from across the theater. Papers, Alphonse. He grumbles and turns back to you.
So, what you want?
That orc lady sure is annoying.
That's putting it mildly.
So, it is forenoon. I get the lads together. When we arrive, that cursed woman is standing there. Standing here. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. Bah! Real convenient, I say. No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our rights to speak out against the tyrants and the burghers. Burghers. Bourgeois. Not sure how that particular accent changes the pronunciation of that O. I apologize if I've pronounced it incorrectly. Bourgeois. The craftsmen, merchants, and notably higher standing citizens in comparison to those of rural roots. They are. Check the papers. Surely the dwarves have screwed up somewhere. So she's wrong about the documents? Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphonse nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. He knows she's right about the documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Okay, what can we do here? Isn't it a bit macabre to hold a rally on top of a morgue? Morgue? The dwarf grumbles to himself and glances over to the lich house stairs. I thought it was a dentist. Fair assessment.
No matter, the Asgard movement is not afraid of death.
You hear laughter from the orc behind you. Big words, Alphaz. The dwarf grits his teeth. Damn orc. Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Here we go. It's a low DC. I've got +1 to the roll. Construct an argument as to why you should get the papers. Let's do it. Yes. Doing pretty good so far. Just tell me you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert.
Are you now?
Yes, I'm also on your side. He repeats louder.
Are you now?
Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes go from you to the orc behind you. Fine. The dwarf sighs and grabs something in his pocket. I've got the documents.
I trust you with these documents, city man. Tell us if we're in the wrong. I dare you.
Because we're not. The old dwarf joins in. Take a step back and check it out. Let's see what exactly is going on here. Yep, I'm going to examine it. Examine the shit out of it. Where is it? Here we go, this is what we're after. Oh, man, it's so bad to carry. -1 intelligence and -1 wisdom, the fuck? It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper, unrolling as it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. Circle Square? Permission of public gathering accepted, it says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature, Tolstad Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Examine it in detail. Okay, we should be able to get this. There we go. Pretty good roll. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error. Except the date. It says their rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Oh no! That's terrible! Have I seen this kind of document before? Never. They must be rare. Righto. Look at the dates. Yeah, it's expired. I don't like it. Oh? How come? Because it's a legal document? Duh. Too many words. Fascinating. Stop looking. Alright. So... well, I'm gonna check that out. Men at work beneath Asgard's green banner. So, I could let them all know. I want to help out the Asgalists, so...
Mr. Cityman, what do you want this time?
About this rally.
What about it?
I checked out the papers. He takes in a deep breath.
Okay, what did you find out, city man?
So I don't... I mean, I want to help them. So I feel like if I say to them that, oh, the papers are not, you know, good, then they're gonna get in trouble. And I don't want to sit on the fence about this. The papers are fine. You guys are in the right. He takes the papers. Right? Now go tell that orc. Alright, let's go. Anyone else I can talk to? Oh, there's this guy over here. What's this guy? Simmy and the boys. The old dwarf puffs out his chest as you approach.
Fancy helmet, city man.
He speaks in a short and quiet manner, as if he's scared of his words actually being heard. The dwarf behind him laughs.
Stand up for yourself.
Don't engage, just leave. You making fun of me, dwarf?
Maybe I am. What are you gonna do about it, huh?
He's acting tough. Be easy on him. Stare at the dwarf. He looks around. Stare at the dwarf harder. The dwarf glances at his boss.
You here for talking, then?
Stare at him while slowly leaning your head to the side.
You should,
He stutters and points towards the stout dwarf on the stage.
Talk to him.
Nod and leave. Alright, cool. Alright. What do we got? Something's inside this old vase. What is it? That's just incense. So we got the orc over here. The orc observes you with great interest, and then I will go and talk to them.
Behold!
Ah, get fucked. Yeah, it only revealed a little bit. A traveler, she's not settled here. So it's different for different NPCs. Like you have to use strength for one, wisdom for another, intelligence for another. Interesting. I like that. Really cool stuff. Let's talk to them. Hello there. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's been waiting for something or someone. She hides it well, but the orc is stressed. Perhaps it has to do with the dwarves. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. Yeah, it's good. I like that little mechanic. Because you're, like, if I meet NPCs that are judged by wisdom, then I'll be able to know them more often than others. It's a good sort of thing. I like it. You spot the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of Norvikian Freestrider movement. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. She presents her palm to you. Vera is my name, and I am second in command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Yes, the handsome orc lady wants you to say a name. Make sure she knows you are a cleric. Do not grab her hand. That's not what that is. I'm Helm? I'm the cleric, actually. Apologies, not Earthguard. Cleric. I assumed the term was interchangeable. The path of being a cleric is becoming even more familiar. I've gained XP for choosing this class 3 times. The thing is, I wonder what other classes are available. I mean, obviously the rogue has been hinted at, but I wonder if, like, I'm assuming fighter is in there. Wizard? I wonder what the other one is. But I suppose you're not all, she says, waving towards your outfit, esoterically attuned. Not all Earthguard are spellcasters. Not all clerics are Earthguard. But all clerics are spellcasters. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. Probably means she sees you as no threat at all, a mere puppy. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them? Complicated, as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly. And they won't let me take a look at the document proving it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. I am insulted. Explain to me in detail from the top. I don't want to say that to her. I spoke with Alphonse. Oh, did you now? Alphonse is a strong dwarf. He will not budge easily. Don't get involved with this bullshit unless you really want to pick a side in this Freestyle-Asgulus conflict. Both of these sides are useless and ignorant. I'm going to side with the Asgulists. Alphonse is entirely in the right to hold this rally. Such a powerful declaration, yet I don't see any proof whatsoever. Or any real argument, really, either. You're just trying to stop them from holding a lawful rally. She scoffs. I disagree. This has nothing to do with politics. They simply do not have the right to hold this rally of theirs, and I'm here as an extension of the law. Aren't you supposed to be as well? I am justice first and foremost. Me as well, brother in blue. She's definitely hiding something, but dare you risk to pry? Ooh, here we go. Now, I would love to hear what you actually think. Figure out why she won't let this go and make her leave. Let's go for it. Thank God. You get a feeling of ease as you imagine this from her perspective. For a formidable woman with lots of pride, her accomplishments are glorious. She's achieved so much, yet she's sitting here, performing this meaningless task. It is not meaningless. It is terribly important. Stopping this rally will show the ineffectiveness of the Asgals once more. It will make them restless and annoyed, perhaps making them lash out in the tunnels. That would be even more bad press for the cause. All of this right before the election. And worst of all, she enjoys this. You don't give a shit about the law. She stops smiling. A moment of silence passes before she speaks. I am an agent of change here on Tolstad. The law is infallible as long as it too can change. Her words are as cold as ice. The law is her plaything. This is about money and power, nothing else. Agent Vera, you're going about this the wrong way. Oh? You know her nature now. To de-escalate is simple. The dwarves are stubborn. You know this. Agreed. But you must see how leave this place. The dwarves will not hold their rally. They are proud, but they are not... I don't want to tell them to... what's this? Leave this place, the dwarves will not hold their rally. They are proud, but they are not stupid. She stares at you, waiting for you to continue. Were you to go away, admit soft defeat, they will not hold their rally. They will leave as well. She hums to herself. You speak this with such confidence. You know it as well as I do. She leans on her hand, glancing over the working dwarves. I never liked diplomats. She stands up, a figure towering over you. Little Earth Guard or Cleric or whatever you are. Tell your friends they win. I'm done playing. She grabs you by the cuffs, pulling you closer. Fuck. Oh shit, I'm on 1 health. Being dragged around by this creature makes your innards churn. She stares into the slits of your helmet. Don't expect any assistance. She releases you from her grip with a foul expression on her face, then walks away down the stairs. That woman is magnificent. You may have a glorious opponent on this day. She listened to reason, but she did not like it. Interesting. Well, I need a heal. I nearly died. I can't believe that. Oh shit, I only have 1 apple. Wait, no, I should have more apples than this. Oh dear. Can I eat this? There we go! Oh. Wonderful. Alright, I'm no longer near death. Let's go talk to the dwarves. She just up and left? The dwarves look at you in a stunned silence. Alpha smokes and bellows out, The beast has failed, boys! They all cheer. Woo! Cheer with them. Alphonse gives you a hard pat on the lower back. Amazing work. To just have her walk off like that. I've never seen an Earthguard dispense justice in such a guided manner. Truly a wonder to behold. The dwarves quiet down after a series of roars and hugs. They look at one another, and then their leader. So, the older one speaks up. What now? Well, You hold the rally, right? Oh, no, this is what I can tell them. The PPG is still expired. I'm sorry to say. The dwarf nods. Annoying, but true. Shit. We can't stay. The dwarves grumble.
We can't stay. Pack it up, boys. We're heading off. Wise move, Alphonse. Sure, he mumbles. Not much choice when we're getting screwed from every side. I'm not the type of fool to fight battles I cannot win. The dwarf turns to you and sticks a finger in your face. You're a strange lad, but I see some good in you. If you want to make some real change on Tolstad, then join us. Find us down on the crossing. Alphaz and his band of dwarfs pack up their stuff and head off. This dwarf is an extraordinary man, albeit prideful in his ways. You've made friends with the alkalists of Tolstad. Great! I've solved the conflict! Oh, they left something behind. Hammer! Can I... Yay! It's hammer time. Alright. Do I have a map? Inventory, journal... Oh, hello. What is this? Tucked away a bird's nest. Ascani gulls, maybe? Too far away. No, I can't get to it. What have we got here? Engage! A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky and the dragon spread across it. Or something like that. Can you call this art? What does it mean? They believe in their dragon queen. Such worship should be encouraged, if only it was for Earth instead. It represents devotion, albeit is in an asinine way. The coins stand for all the fat loot the dragon brought to her people. You could get behind that. The fire is the soul, a boundary between the real and the hurt and the heartful. What does this tell me about the state of Norvik? Nothing, really. That goblins are artists? All folk seek a belief. They have simply made one out of this supposed dragon lady. A coherent thought from the red one? Impressive. They should worship Earth instead. There we go. Back to insanity. Yeah, it's really cool how those two actually interact a bit more. How the bits of the attributes like communicate amongst each other. Like the best bit in Disco Elysium, I reckon, and hopefully this isn't too much of a spoiler, but the bit where you find out that the carbon card is ahead, you feel it. The bit where you interrogate the disco dancer. I forget her name at the top of my head right now, but the lady in the jumpsuit, and your bits of psyche actually say like, "Oh no, we're compromised. You know, we can't actually detect her if she's lying or not." That was a good scene. Behold, a black cat. Engage. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat, calm as you can be. It doesn't even care that you stomp up next to it. A proud beast. Treat it with some respect, and it shall treat you the same. Hello, I am from the local government. The cat lifts its head up. Its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs in the air, and then ignores you once again. It knows more than it lets on. Wisdom comes from knowing when to act and when to not. If you wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent creature, you need the first level spell, Speak with Animals. Pet the cat. You reach towards the cat's head, it meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. What a sense of divine validation. Such independence and arrogance, you should get a cat. It appears to have enjoyed the pet. What are you voting for in the election? The cat stares at some seagulls flying high above. Cutthroat, sharp, eyes on the prize, a free strider no doubt. A noble creature protecting its home. He's a true nationalist. You cannot imagine a cat voting for Asgalism, but he sure is cute. Enjoy your day, citizen. What do we got here? The rough letters spell out Our Lady's Apartments. An empty barrel. Trifle. Hell yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, walking through here... Oh, it's that guy. He's from the promo art. Yeah, it's Snell. Alright, behold! Oh, get stuffed. This goblin gets shit done, no matter the odds. Love it. Can I walk around you? No? Okay. Just go. Leave that alone. Nature seeps through the cracks. Okay. Hey. Pick it up. What's in there? Hell yeah. Oh, I didn't get the gold. With the crowns or whatever it's called. There we go. Oh, hey. One of those. A divine shrine untended for centuries. Or for decades. Okay, so nothing through there. Let's deal with that guy. Is he alright? Ooh, what's this? In Norvik, a pipe like this could lead anywhere. Interesting. Engage. You look down at the pipe. Crawl inside. Now! If you had a smaller companion, you would be able to ask them to crawl inside, perhaps. Oh, yeah. I do know you eventually get the goblin that's over there to be your companion. I'm done here. So that's just, letting you know about that, I guess. Oh, hey. Ooh. Whoa, what's that? Shiny. Oh, shut up, Jaw. Nice. And this is overgrown ancient, sort of interesting. Embedded in the earth, you find weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. Its edges are worn down, smooth almost, and behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has ground it down. It is a monument to nothing now. There is something here, but can you understand it yet? Its purpose? Touch the surface. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they are not at all coarse. You realize this was mostly an esoterically constructed art piece. What's more, you do feel the outline of a script, symbols. Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. If you had comprehend languages... Okay. So I need comprehend languages. That's the thing I'm getting. Oh, there's a dude up there. Braxo Pencilwing. Behold! That's terrible. Why am I rolling so low for these? I only find out he's just a devil. I think I even knew that before. Shit. What's over here? Oh, hey. Pillar Crossing. What's down here? Is this... Oh. I can't remember if I was able to enter here last time. What we got? Drunk Sphinx opens at 1800. Not open until sunset. So there's a time thing. Okay, cool. Oh, of course, it's down there. Doi. Can I do anything else here? Can I... Behold. Raz, bow for hire. Behold. Why am I rolling so poorly for these ones? He wants to kill you. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Alright. So, oh, there's something in the tree. What have we got? A tree rising far above, a show of nature's true force. You look up at the branches of a bracken tree. It stands in the toll in the garden, towering over you. It is majestic. Nature is reaching tall and deep. These roots go below the city, nay, even below the river. The leaves are quite big. What's a bracken tree again? Like a birch, but thicker, made by primal forces of Ascani. The bracken tree originates from Ilum forest and is today a major export resource in Ascani. It is quick to grow and flexible in its usage. Yeah, that looks like a bot. Oh shit, it actually works. So one thing that I wasn't sure was gonna work was the chat thing that I set up in the bottom left hand corner, and I've only just noticed that it does work. I did things. I should be proud of myself. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, I was trying to get that chat thing set up for ages, and I just felt old. I just could not figure it out. But it works, I think. I'm gonna check. Yep, it works. Woo! Alright, oh, there's another fucking shard of jaw there. Behold! Trifle. Done. Okay. It seems like I'm gonna need to talk to this guy. Yep, Snell. That's his name. How do I get out of that? That's strange. Anyway, engage! You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reetsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman. A superficial fellow. Behind him, a fast view of the mouth of Rith Torna. A little weasel. Let me guess, you're the Cleric. The Cleric, yes. Yes, I am the Cleric, that's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. I'm Snell, runner and handler for the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for ya. This old lady must be his chieftain, the matriarch of his tribe. Greet the goblin kindly. This is the beginning of a great cultural cooperation and exchange. Nice to meet you, Snell. Perform a traditional goblin salute. You raise your arms up in the air as one should be when greeting an oh. Fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what's what are you doing? Shake your hands. Oh god, fuck. Don't you understand and respect your culture, goblin? Know your hands. Sorry. The goblin clears his throat. The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Sleep deprived? Okay, right. Head down to the garden throne. But, he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like human shit. You've been floating around the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He's making a playful jab, don't worry about it. The goal. You should teach him a lesson. Whatever do you mean? I died and was reborn. Now that's, he says, pointing at you. That's a good excuse. He laughs and motions down the stairs. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. A jest, I'm sure. He laughs and crosses his arms. But seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Not a jest. I'm afraid of her. Famous last words. Tell me more about this lady. Sure, for starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job, Cleric. Rude. You are on a holy mission. You cannot rush such things. Okay, lead me to her. Good. But just to make it perfectly clear, some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges. And, he grins, showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, Cleric. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. He is nervous. That makes you nervous. You look out over the river. The cold Ascani wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Earth be blessed. He is always with you. You do so with great stride. Let's do it. I can't believe I'm wearing this fucking tattered cloth around my neck. Oh, what's this? The sacred river fights against the red rocks. Yeah. Whoa, hey, Blue. There was Blue. These railings follow the Safety Council stances of 22. Oh, my lord. Alright. Ooh. Goblin Garden. I do remember there's a druid in here somewhere from the demo. I'm hoping they're still there. Oh. Can I... There we go. Anything in here to interact with? An ask of ingredients. You can surely take some. What do we got? A potted mushroom cultivated by someone skilled. Tending to the garden, be back after lunch. Nessun. Oh, okay, so... Oh, what was that? Weird. There's nothing else in here. So Nessun must be the druid that I met in the demo. Okay. What we got? Some other stuff around here. I'm always a big fan of goblins in any fantasy setting. I like what they've done here with them. Oh, what's this? I actually cannot remember how long ago the demo was. I'll have to look it up at some other point. I feel like it was last year sometime, because I was like... I was definitely in this house, so... A tunnel leading to the river. That isn't an option. Weird. Those before left many holes in the Berg Grund. Strange. The chat in that thing isn't showing me. I wonder why that's working. Well, not working, I should say. Because I can see you guys chat in the like the actual live stream, but not in the actual Twitch chat. Strange. I'll just have to pay more attention. Did you just rip those mushrooms out of a pot? Wait, what? It was cultivated there. It was a potted mushroom. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Wow, sure, you know what you were doing. Pure evil. Oh. Yeah, what the hell? It's even just said welcome to the chat room, like I've disconnected or something. Anyway, I'll just pay more attention to... Like I've got the notification thing to let me know when people are talking, so... Nature's is yours to mold. Someone worked hard cultivating those, and now you've just taken them. Stop complaining. You're the one complaining. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, so the druid that I talked to before isn't there anymore. So I just gotta get on with the main thing, I guess. The dragon herself. Oh, wisdom. Let's see if I can find out a lot about her. That's pretty good. All right, we've got a bit more information here. Goblin Forest, level 18 chieftain. Something is very wrong. Her eyes are striking your soul. Hold on to that feeling or you will be consumed. Is there anything else in the area? Let's have a look around before I start talking. There is something fucking puffing around. What is that? Talk to... Behold, he's waiting. I guess I just need to start talking to her. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. Her eyes follow you with an intensity, reminds you of a certain pale man. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is magnificent. Cleric of Norvik, of earth and river. Her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her words are tainted in disdain. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. You should run. No, wait, you can't. But you should. Why am I sitting here, waiting? An immense presence. You have no power here. Every word you say could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. My apologies, lady. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. You're dancing on a fine line. Hers is a frightful presence. You need to stand. Do not let her impact your stature. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Do not become frightened. Okay, so I wonder how bad it is if I'm gonna fail. Oh, that was lucky. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. With trembling innards you resist. She lifts her chin. You stand. Good. She's not impressed, just happy you did not completely lose your mind. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, Cleric, a local business caught up in an inferno in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road? My road. The way she says that causes you to tremble. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like a curse word, he alone believes the half-Raybridge tribe does not have jurisdiction of this particular location. Ah, yeah. I suspected it would be pretty bad. There are some really good checks to fail in Disco Elysium. I don't know how much people have played Disco Elysium, but there is that one... eventually, in Disco Elysium leads up to a point where you need to get into that little underground area beneath the dilapidated electronics district warehouse thing. And I remember for one of my playthroughs, I did a whole thing where I was like, I will not save scum, and I failed the shivers check after 3 times, and it was locked forever for me, and it actually did a thing where perception, or one of the motorix skills, chimes in and allows me to sense something on the airwaves, the radio airwaves, and I followed this plot that eventually led me to discovering that there was a radio airwave beneath the warehouse. So that's what got me into there. But yeah, failing that check led me down such an interesting path in that game. Because you actually have to speak to the children, the 2 children playing in the old fishing village. It was so funny. It was so great. And I say that because it was such a profound moment for me when playing that game, that I failed this check that I needed to do to get into that warehouse, right? And it led me down such an interesting path to get around that failure. And I think I took that on board into me as a game master, a director, playing tabletop RPGs, where I was like, even if someone catastrophically fails at something, you need to find a way forward. And I think that's absolutely true when it comes to sort of interactive storytelling. She appears to have been stewing over this annoyance for some time. Her anger is pure and intense. She's trying to reel it in. Yeah, I must have just lost connection to Twitch chat or whatever, because I can see your most recent one, Dragon, about failing that one check. So yeah, weird. The magistrate... Nope, that sounds like it'll piss her off. Why does Darrow say that? Because he is a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Horrific slander. Where is your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law on Lower Tolstad. The definition of that has always been vague. Some see it as below ground, some of it as below water level. I don't think I should say that though, that might piss her off. And where exactly is this tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of the corner of the central fort, just above the holes next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's part of the old core foundation of the island fortress. Therefore, that property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head. Lady. My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises. To deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it is the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you.
Normal business in Norvik. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snout,
She says and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow.
Lady Sageleaf.
Then he turns to you.
The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone to actually investigate the scene.
You want to check it out for yourselves.
Of course.
The lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. He's embarrassed.
The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks.
Oh, thank the gods.
The gods?
She says, her voice almost purring.
I wonder.
What the? Who were injured?
We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns.
That's the sort of prefix used by Earth folk. Okay. Earth folk, the people of Earth, the ancestors of those who reconquered the Ascani coast, true mythological heroes. It is honorable to name a son after the father. Ha! That ain't a real name.
He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers, you hear? A real adventuring man, end quote.
Frank Frankerson? Reminds me of that skit. I can't remember his name. I think it's Beckett something. He's that English comedian with the long red hair. He does that skit of like a murder mystery in Iceland or in a Scandinavian place. He's like Harold Haraldsson.
Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to the water lane.
Dungeon or water lane? Both sound like trouble. Frank, son of Frank?
Yeah.
That's a fake name.
Uh-huh.
A dungeoneer?
If you believe it. That comment was from one of the militia members. Could be smart to check the city below, just in case, despite the dangers.
Fancy yellow outfit?
I'm assuming some sort of Reedsian fashion.
Was he inside at the time?
I doubt it,
he says,
considering the state of the building.
Why was he there?
We don't know.
He is annoyed to have to answer that question. Where is he now?
We don't know.
Do you know it? Oh, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to piss him off. Sounds like you were handed a tough hand.
Yeah. Although one of the militia members mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else. We don't know.
Anything else you do know? Snell gives a nervous look at his master before answering you.
We have theories, but we need proof.
The lady raises her claw.
The unveiling has begun, Cleric.
Secrets in the ashes.
Corruption, madness,
she claws at her wooden throne.
Politics.
Rambling of fools. Bureaucracy wears her down.
This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished.
Justice, yes! A spell would indeed be the only logical answer for such destruction. I will bring justice to Norvik.
I certainly hope so.
The lady clears her throat loudly.
I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage.
The words seep out of her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. The dragon has spoken. So this is about revenge?
Revenge? No, Cleric. A gardener does not seek revenge upon the hail snail. They are simply eradicated. This is about keeping the peace, nothing more. Snail, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf,
he says, bowing his head.
you're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone.
Ooh la la, complimented by his queen.
I want you to represent the tribe in this venture.
His face lights up.
A goblin and a cleric. Together, you will have access to both upper and lower Tolstad.
You're gonna have that pretty boy around? Damn, I thought this was gonna be fun. His expression is that of shock. He did not expect this.
Do not disappoint me, Snell.
It appears you received a party member on your divine mission. Said it had to be a damn goblin.
A new member to the party!
He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow.
Yes, Lady Sageleaf. Your will be done. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. Huzzah!
Miska Sageleaf looks at you the way one observes kitchen mold.
This guy? He's the one? Just keep him in line. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access.
Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave.
Let's go, Cleric.
Snell has joined the party! You can speak with him if you need to for help finding a way across Tolstad. For as much as she told you, there's a danger you're missing here. The lady is keeping information from you. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. Then we should also go look for that witness.
Oh yeah, our Frank, dressed in yellow.
He winces. Either over on Water Lane or down in the city below.
Yeah, the port or the dungeon. I suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking.
How do I gain access to the tea shop?
Talk to your boss, Darrow. Or I guess he's not your direct boss or whatever, but you'll need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the tea shop.
Right, and where is the tea shop again?
You know the massive pillar reaching endlessly up into the sky? Yeah, just west of that.
The pillar of the centerpiece of Norvik, a glorious esoteric monument, one Earth gladly kept in his new city post-reconquest. The pillar. Cool. Got it.
Great. You ready to go then?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, we've got Snell. Wonderful. I think I'll keep playing for a little bit more. Can I go through here? No, this is the city below. I think. It's this guy. Engage.
Fuck off, human.
Alright. He's not gonna talk to us. What's this? An almost intact, endlessly rising pillar, the centerpiece of Norvik. Oh, I've just realized there's a giant pillar! Oh, what the fuck? I kinda looked at it and I thought it was like, I don't know, like the opposite of a pillar, like it was like a opening. I don't know how I didn't see the giant pillar. Anyway, you look up at the pillar. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. Right, this old thing. It was here before Earth, and it will be here after you. It looks a bit broken, cracked. Yes. While the pillar is indestructible, it was once under heavy siege during the most intense moments of the Gate War. What's the Gate War? I want some lore drops! Gate War, the legendary conflict between the beasts of Jor, the original gods, and the many others who tried to take over Jor. Towards the end of the Gate era, we have little information about this conflict, but it is known it led to the closing of the gates and began the Fade era. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if the creator of the game has given any thought as to publishing the setting and stuff like that in a tabletop supplement. That would be cool. Especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the city. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods. The most powerful of arcanists. Can I make money off this thing? How many of these pillars exist? 8. Technically 4, depending on which scholar you ask. There are debates as to whether there are 8 pillars, 1 in each band, or simply 4 pillars that pierce the circular coast and stick out on either side. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. It's a sign of Earth's power, so yes, this is the best one. They are seen as a status symbol by many, like a legitimization thing. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So what do I do with it? Nothing. It's just a rock to you. A tingly, esoteric rock. You can always attempt to focus on it. Learn from this ancient relic. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power! He is speaking to you. Touch the pillar. Oh, here we go. You place your hand on the smooth surface. The whisper gets louder. It says something to you, something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation, one you don't take part in. I guess you could try to join in. Oh. The goblin is impatient, so I have disadvantage. Alright. Ah! Whoa! Hey! Awesome. Speak. Hello? The goblin perks up. Not me. Sorry. The pillar vibrates. Hello. The whisper lies inside you, or something. It says, he is here. So this is like the Shivers thing. This is awesome. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Ouch. Weird. You understand plainly. There is more to this pillar than you need to investigate. In time, and further, below. That was cool. Hello, citizen. What's this? Sign says dormitory, out of commission. Hello, sir. Freydis. The girl looks across the chasm. She's pretending not to look at you. A noble woman? That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? Citizen, identify yourself. She does a double take. A fake take. What? Your name? Nah, go away. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. Sure, now go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolled her eyes. It exploded. Everyone keeps saying that. Duh. Get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. Don't have anything to say. What are you voting in this election? Don't care for it. Democracy? I don't. It doesn't matter. And I wouldn't tell you if it did. Cool. I'll throw my lot in with the Asgalis. They're cool. Oh, okay. I don't care. She's a hard nut to crack, this one. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. Smart. Can you go now? That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Alright then. Oh, that's a dead end. Is it? Yeah, it's a dead end. Where's this go? Ah, we're in Water Lane. Nice. This, I believe, was not in the demo, so this is brand new to me. What's it say? It says, S. Yilan and Sons. Democratic propaganda. A street sign. It says, Upper W view, Lower W, Water Lane view. Water Lane docks, got it. Alrighty. Whoop, what's this? Stairs down to the bustling docks. Torna, the first of the river guilds. Excluding the anti-magic messaging, free striderism comes with great branding. No one can dismiss the dwarf's architectural genius. Deep groaning, the bell of Water Lane. So we're in the docks district right now. Cool. What's here? Office of Snure Appledent. I feel like I don't really need to go there right now. Let's just review what I actually... Well, hello. What do I need to do here? What's this? Take root. What does that mean? I'll click it. This is like the thought cabinet? A dozen dwarves and an orc walk into a tavern. The orc turns to the tavern keep and says, "Hey, give me a large one." The tavern keep says, "Please don't turn this into a joke. These are real people you're talking about. What's going on here?" Let me continue. So, the dwarves go. The dwarves have struggled as a minority for decades. They deserve respect, nothing less. The political struggle is never a joke. A true statement. To lighten mood is to ignore the very real pain in our realm. Whatever, look, the gist of the story is the orc is hard at work, improving this shitty little city, the dwarves are annoying and stupid. Got it? You believe that for a second the orc wants the city to improve? No, you've seen too much to ever believe such a lie. This is some kind of debate, eh? Kind way to put it. The revolutionary freestrider will bring freedom, democracy, and riches to Norvik. The last part being the most poignant. Let us focus on each of those points, one at a time. Oh, come on. Freedom, freestrider rule would entail joining the Free City Alliance. Local politics will be focused entirely upon serving the core cities in Reeds. Okay, it's Reeds. Reeds, one of the 8 bands along the Great Coast. It is a temperate land of lowland and many lakes, commonly seen as the homeland of the humans. Large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities. Ooh, I love that. Eternally burning valleys and floating mountains. Democracy. While it is true that they initiated the move towards universal suffrage, the Freestriders are known for both ruthlessly punishing propaganda to vulnerable folk, as well as just simply buying votes. This is fact. Ridiculous. Riches. The claim that Freestriderism would somehow enrich the folk of Norvik is actually ridiculous. What kind of riches are being distributed to the lower classes of the city with the already Freestrider-owned factories? This is silly. Without Freestriders, you'd probably be a farmer. Who the fuck wants to be a farmer? Farming is good. Healthy work. Don't change the subject. Did the two of you ever shut up? Not really. I feel like I should make my decision. Yes, you must retain the spirit of the Asgalan Revolution. After completing a quest branch, you can allow it to take root in your mind. When doing this, you must make a choice between available feats. Ah, so you do a thought cabinet thing, and it gives you 2 choices. Take a deep breath, and stand up against the ever-growing wave of capitalism. You should choose Asgalan Spirit and Speech. With this feat, you restore 1 hit point for every hour that passes. Neat. Greed ain't so bad. To be able to unlock a better life for yourself, who wouldn't want that? You should choose Money Talks. With this feat, you gain 50% more crowns on pickup. It's very similar to the political stuff to do with Disco Elysium, because, yeah, you do gain more money. If you go with ultra-liberalism, you do have the whole thing where every time you pick up money, you get, like, double the amount, so makes sense. Asgardian Spirit and Speech. You've chosen well. True harmony comes from being in tune with your fellow folk. The Dwarven way is the good way, the egalitarian way. Feel like you've resolved some conflict in the world. Oh. What? Are we okay? Oh, I just zoom out. Cool, he was doing that. Alright, got it. Level advancement! Yes, I leveled! Alright. Level 2 reached. Ability score, hit points, hit dice, spell slots. I got a 2nd level spell slot. So where can I put my points? So where have I felt a lot of lacking? Wisdom is fine. That is really coming in clutch a lot of times. I do feel though, I do want some more. How many points do I have? Is it just 1? It's just 1. With high charisma, you get an automatic discount in select stores. Win every conversation, say the right thing. Be arguably sociopathic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go charisma. Feel like I'm gonna need it coming. Hey, that thing's fucking. Hey, what the fuck? There's more of those things. It's a griffin! Beware those fangs and the rest too. You approach a ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. I know, Shodan. I know. Amazing. Too bad he's clearly overfed. That is rude. The poor bird cat has a unique body shape, and we should celebrate that. If it could understand you, sure. This is a griffin. It is a somewhat intelligent magical beast. Griffin, a famous magical beast of Old Dimenor. Terribly useful mounts, used by those with the funds to support their breeding and taming, most famously by the Sturm Riders. Very cool. You will require to speak with animals. Yeah, I get it. I need to speak with animals. If I remember correctly, I think I know where that spell scroll is from the demo. Oh, wait. Pool of drool, filming open beak. Oh, wait. Isn't that... There's an entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. If you want to get inside, you're going to have to get past this bad boy. The mythical beast snores gently before you. I don't even want to ask what the plan is here. Okay, I've come to a conclusion. I should not engage this beast right now. That's a wise call. Ooh, there's money! Oh, that's a lot of money. What's this place? One of the many free strider compounds in the city. Nah, I don't want to deal with the free striders right now. I feel like we got a lot done. I've leveled up. I've seen a griffin. I've got Snell. I'm an Asgalist. Pretty good for the first 2 hours of the game. Alright, so the whole reason why I went into there was to do this. So you spoke with the whispers of the Pillar Crossing. They are ominous, to say the least. So the questing stuff. The questing area also acts as like the thought cabinet. That's cool. Fix your ruined spellbook. 300 pieces. Where's the tea shop? Locate this establishment and gain entry. You've spoken with Lady Sageleaf and begun a joint operation with one of her pawns, goblin named Snell. Let's hope he doesn't get in your way too much. The Star Witness. Nope. I don't really know what I'm doing here too much. Anyway, let's keep looking around. What's down here? Yeah, nothing here. Can I go up there? What's here? The never-sleeping docks of Water Lane, right below here. Conquest by river, by land, by heart. Let's have a look. Oh, hello there. Oh, that is a that's a fucking thing. A non-regular, non-giant crab. You spot a crab on the rock. One of the greatest of the Ascani creatures, the Norvikian river crab. Official name Tawnian crawler. It does a little shimmy. Yes, Cleric, that is a crab. Pet the crab. You reach forth, and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Huh? The crab pinces grip your finger hard, hard. Your index will come off soon. Whoa! 5 damage. Fuck me. Please let go, Mr. Crab. Still, call for help. I'm being assaulted. Get out of the vice grip. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Yes! You use your free hand to pry the pincers off your finger. When your index is released, you immediately feel the blood begin to flow once more. He was a good little fighter. A good crab. Are you allowed to loiter here? It does not respond. Citizen, leave. Well, I'll come back to that thing at another point, I reckon. Oh man, when I get speak with animals, I'm going everywhere. Oh, roller mill. There's lots in here. What's all this? The roller mill workers kept more than a few ledgers in their archives. Incense. Oh god, there's several stale baked goods in here. Is there a muffin? Damn it. A cardamom treat. We were that close to greatness. That close. If we had a griffin and a muffin, we would have been great. But we'll take a baked good of any kind. You glance at the ladder. What kind of man, no, what kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the same deal kind of happened in Disco Elysium. Like, there would be things that would, like, physically kind of, you know, like the really painful chair in Disco Elysium. Like, you know, at some point, is it really physically hurting you, or is it just like, you know? And then there was sometimes when you would like, I'm trying to remember then. I remember the first time I actually ever booted up Disco Elysium, I died in the first 5 minutes because I tried to get, I was like, oh, I really want to be all spiritual and like in tune with the world, because a lot of people were saying to me like, oh yeah, it's there's a lot of stuff you can interact with, make sure you have this skill, blah 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 blah. So I was like, no, I'll just dump. I pretty much dumped physical as my stat and did like 5 into psyche and stuff. And yeah, I tried to get the fucking tie off the fan, failed the roll and died. Amazing game, 10 out of 10. I can barely stand cardamom anymore. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cardamom either. It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. Okay. I am very likely not going to fail this at 5 because I would either have to roll a 1 or a 2. Oh, disadvantage? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, taking a confident step onto the ladder, you begin your climb. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. Scary. Wait, your left foot. It's not on the ladder anymore. Well, that's not good. Your right foot. That's the one on the ladder, right? I'm afraid to say that. No. Both of your feet have slipped off the ladder. The distant cry of a concerned goblin is far, far away from you now, as your entire being is fading into nothing on the floor of this random roller mill in Tolstad. Hold on, I'm dead? No, it's just... This does not make any sense. You are a servant of Earth. You've dedicated your entire adult life to serve him. This is not how you are rewarded. No. No. You are... No, I refuse this to end. Not yet. Not like this! You still have work to do. The word distorts around you. You were falling. Then you were not. What did I do? This is an esoteric event. Your mind can barely register it. Your body is on the verge of breaking. Every moment a painful reminder of the 1,000 others who failed just like you did. You will not come out of this unscathed. DEHTT. Don't even have to try. Oh, thank the fucking gods. You follow them as they dance. One seems to go good, but it is far away. Yet it is moving closer. By what force? Is it him? Take the string handed to you. Oh, wow! Is anything permanent in a good man's quest? Quest? I'm gonna say, I think I deciphered that pretty well. You are at the top of the ladder! Gods, you're slow. Can we get moving now? Oh, that was amazing. Alright, more. I don't even know why the fuck I'm here. Oh, we're on the roof. Good sir. Is anyone here? Oh, there's a scroll. Gimme. Did I pick it up? Resistance note. What's this all about? A piece of paper stuck in between the roof tiles. A handwritten note entitled, "Important Notice to Resistance Members of Tolstad." That sounds like a good organization. What are they resisting? Evil, surely. Read the note. "Tonight's ting is cancelled. Meet up tonight on Water Lane instead. It's time to stop the chant." Signed by R. The chant. A locally produced newspaper by Asgal authors. Oh, related to the Asgal stuff. Yeah, nearly died from a ladder. I mean, you nearly die from a fucking. You can die from a fan in Disco Elysium. I think you can break down from a chair as well in Disco Elysium. It's par for the course, really. When's this meeting? This evening, it seems. Tonight should mean something like between 1900 and midnight or something. Water Lane? You know what Water Lane is. Don't be stupid. It's right down below. You know, the underground port, largest port in the city. Closest path is probably through Pillar Crossing. Right. Interesting. Right. Very. You should support these youngsters. You ever hear about a resistance, Snell?
Yeah, the Norvik Resistance or whatever. Minor organization. Basically a bunch of human kids causing trouble. I only know of them because they wiped away some goblin graffiti a couple of months ago. I went and talked with one of their mums.
It's weird to say moms. Oh, I have to say mums.
Nice old lady in the East Housing. After that, we didn't have any more trouble.
They're Asgalists?
Nationalists, I think. Bunch of boys. Human boys tend to lean nationalistic for certain reasons.
Yeah, obviously. You roll your eyes despite the fact he cannot see it. Boys can be non-fascists. It's possible. He shrugs.
Yeah, sure. Anything's possible.
So, I guess that's why we're up here, was to get that thing. And that's all there is. No, wrong thing. Alright. We'll try and get a really good clue before we close out tonight. A long way to fall. This time should be easier. You take the first step onto the ladder, and then you are at the bottom of the ladder. Well, that was nice. I didn't die this time. Well, nearly died. So what's on the other side of this place? A wooden door blocks your path. Feel the handle. Oh yeah, locked tight.
That must be the back office. Haven't been in there before, but I think they closed down a while ago. Heard rumors from some goblins that worked there. I think the owner fired them all out of nowhere.
Huh. They closed down. Why is the mill spinning?
Yeah, that's actually concerning now that you think about it. I'll ask around later. Nothing to worry about now, though.
Advantage Snell helps. Advantage that Hammer will surely help. Now, the only way I can get that is if I roll a nat 20. So, I'll test my luck with this. Well, that was terrible. You fumble with the lock, your tool slipping. Almost. Now it won't budge. Alright, cool. So I've fucked that up. I won't go through that for now. Oh, Mr. Crab. Alrighty. Oh, hello, I missed you. What is this? Figurine of Earth. You approach the shrine. And yes, this little figurine does still count as a shrine. Shouldn't I move it? It's like in the middle of the road. No. It has chosen its path. What? The figure of Earth. This is a makeshift shrine, meant to stand exactly where it is and where it might go, ready to serve whoever needs him in the most. Just like you. I don't have any spells to do, so... And I'm at full HP, so I'm good. Can I enter here? No. Oh, hello. Was there something? Nope. Let's go. Get through this. ET, what's that stand for? The Ascani Reeds Trading Company, with that signature Freestrider logo. Yeah. Ooh, trash can! This bin is making a sound. Strange sound. How strange. Rius Faris Whiff, Maltig Whiff. The voice is from a primal spirit. Open it. Look to Snell. He gives you a nonchalant half shrug. It's Water Lane. There's always something going on here. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. Kimoth? It's the thing! It's been teleporting around the place! Suddenly, jumping out of the pile with a poof of moldy dust, it is a pine cone. A pine cone with limbs. Are Manhan! It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Did you just hand me trash? Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature poofs away. One of nature's essential workers. A blessing to meet it in the wild. Disgusting little creature. As it fades, you only see trash. I've heard of those things. Never seen them, though. What do you know about them? Just what I read in the paper. What Nassan goes on about. They're called Vectar. Ah, yeah. So they're... I mean, like, I had assumed from the writer, like the creator of this game, their last name, that they were possibly, you know, from like Denmark or Sweden or something, but calling something like Vatar, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're very much in the Elder Thufak, they're very much leaning on you know, Viking stuff. The Lamplighters Guild had a public spat with them a couple of months back. He points to the lamps behind you. Apparently they mess with some of the everlasting lamps. Not so everlasting then. Heh. Guess just a PR name. I get why you were mad, but I think I get why they were mad, but I think they solved everything once the PCG got involved. And they're supposed to be all over the garden too. Not that I ever seen one. Anyhow, they clearly seem to like you. Let's keep it at that. Keep it like that. I wonder if there's anything else, because I came from here. Maybe I should read and mead. Let's go in here. Opens at sundown. Okay, so we still got time. So I gotta it's just like Disco Elysium, I need to interact with shit to get time to pass. Can I go down there? Oh, there's a door here. This door looks promising. I'm sure it does. You stand before a damp door in a cramped corner house. The wood is dark, swollen with the perpetual moist of Water Lane. A layer of river mud and algae. You know someone here? Knock on the door. You rub your knuckles against the wood. A solid rhythmic knock. Hello? A moment passes. Then the sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stares up at you. It is an Anuran. Dressed in a tiny velvet smoking jacket. Quite distinguished despite the lack of pants. Oh man, I don't know how to... I don't know French. Oh! What is it? He blinks slowly. A translucent membrane flicks across his eyes. I am busy. Très occupé. I just wanted to introduce myself. Mon Dieu. Why? Wait. He squints at your uniform. Are you, how do you say, la Clerge? That doesn't sound like Earth's tongue. I am the Cleric, yes. Ah, bon. There is no denying it now. You are a Cleric. He nods respectfully. At least you are not from the Tithe House. The Anuran peeks his head out the door, behind there. Words. The Anuran peeks his head out behind the door. Tu veux quoi? Okay. Ask for a contribution to your cause. I think I could get it. Yes! Just smile, the kind of smile that opens wallets. Owen kisses his hand. Hard. My good sir, surely a gentleman of your stature supports the arts, or the holy cause? Ah, flattery. He sighs, his throat pouch inflating slightly. Told you. You are charming. C'est ennui. He reaches for something on the other side of the door. Take this. Now, au revoir. He shoves a fancy bottle towards you. The door slams shut before you can say thank you or anything else. Look at it. Concentrated rhubarb ale. The pinkish liquid inside swirls around. This is no small potion. The neuron must be well connected. Lovely. This will make some things much smoother.
So you really just went and knocked on some stranger's door? Look, I'm not gonna knock your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we'll be done by 6 months after the election. And you didn't even ask for about the tea shop, not once.
You're right. Let's just focus. The goblin closes his eyes in a short, silent contemplation. Then he says,
Maybe stick to their points to interest, okay?
That's funny. I like that. Alright. Well, with that cool interaction with that French frog, I just realized, we will probably conclude for the evening. It has been a lovely time streaming and chatting to both Shodan and yourself, Dragon. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna save. My save. Alright, so, quit to menu. Wonderful. Okay, so I'd like to thank everyone for watching and those who joined in and whatnot. Really appreciate it. Yeah, had lots of fun, and I'll probably be doing this in maybe next weekend or the week after. Thank you all very much for joining in, and until then, I hope you are having a great time. I know the world's crazy right now, and if you're able to find some happiness in it, that's really good. And have a good one.